Hello guys and welcome back to Hey Manager with me Alex, and today is episode 25 of the Birmingham City Save. So since last time, where have we been up to? What have we got up to? And let's have a see where we are in the league. So, let's have a look at the schedule. Let's start off with the schedule. Where have we been? So we played Manchester City last time, a 0-0 draw, a very uneventful game. Ethan Laird got injured, which was the crux of it really, but a 0-0. Nothing really to report. We had a bit of a chance at the end of the game. We had a shot from range by João Neves, and I thought that might have been it, but they rotated the side out, which was what I was a bit confused about. They had Oscar Bob on the side, in there. There was no Erling Haaland, which was a bit interesting, but they did, they played a pretty strong side all in all. That's the game against Manchester City. Since then, a 2-2 draw against Newcastle, which was very interesting. Topovic got a 94th minute goal. Kieran Trippier and Facundo Torres. Facundo Torres is a very good player, by the way. 25 years of age. I reckon they got him on the cheap. 9.25 million. Great little signing for them there. But 2-2 against Newcastle away from home. I'll take that. Then we beat Brentford. Topovic getting another brace. Back-to-back braces. 2 in this one. Norgard getting a goal in the 6th minute. But then we absolutely dominated the rest of the game. You can see here 3-1 against Brentford. We had 1.36 XG. We actually dominated the game, 63% possession. This was the first game I went positive, and you can see here we actually played really well. Hutchinson not so much. Archer is in a bit of a bad form. And then we had the big boys. We had two big boys, and this is where I started changing up the formation a little bit after these two games. So we had Tottenham away from home, always a difficult one there, top of the league. Joe Worrell getting sent off in the 42nd minute definitely didn't help, and conceding in the first minute definitely didn't help either. Then against Manchester United, Karim Kanate, who on FM is unbelievable. Salzburg get him on loan. Then he goes to Manchester United for 18.25 million. He scored all 4 of his goals in 9 appearances against me. So then we changed out to a 4-3-3. We went old school, as you can see here. We sort of went to this 4-3-3 with the DM, João Gomez in there, James is a box-to-box midfielder, Park Sung-ho is a deep line playmaker. Then we had Nipan on the left. So Nipan can actually play really well as this inverted winger role. Now, his pace could be a little bit higher, his decisions and composure is not really fantastic, but he's got good passing, good vision, good first touch, dribbling and crossing, which makes him perfect for that role. He's only 18, was just turned 19, so we might be able to mould him into that role. He suits the attacking midfielder role a little bit better, but I think he can play out on that left. He's naturally a Metzala, but if you can play him out on that left-hand side, sort of mould him into this left winger type player, he looks pretty good on that side. And then Hutchinson plays a bit more of a natural role on this right-hand side as a winger to get the pace, get the flair, the agility's great, the dribbling's great, the crossing's good, the corners he can take. I think Hutchinson looks like a very, very talented player as well. And Archer then gets to go up front, which suits him much better, and it suits him obviously much better because we beat Fulham last time. Cameron Archer getting his goal, and we dominated the plays. You can see there, 15 shots, 6 on target, 1.19 XG. Player of the match for Cameron Archer, who had a fantastic game, and he's actually developing a little bit better now. As you can see here, he's starting to find his form, starting to get into it. I think he's going to be a fantastic player for us in the long run. But this 4-3-3 is definitely suiting us a little bit better in the league. Because since we obviously got these 2 big losses here, we've been all right not conceding goals, but then to get the, Aston Villa have a very poor season, and Fulham at bottom of the league. But for now, I think I'm going to stick with it because it seems to just suit our players a lot better. So you can see here, this is how we're actually playing it. Inverted wingers on either side. Cameron Archer up front as an advanced forward. We've got a box-to-box midfielder and a deep line playmaker with a ball in the midfielder, then 2 wingers on wing backs on support. With, I'll probably get a 2 ball-playing defenders as well, so we'll probably try and get them in there. So since last time, that's what's happened. We've obviously got Liverpool coming up in this game today. Then I'll probably bring you maybe the Everton game after all the deadline is just finished, because I don't want to bring you Chelsea again. It'd be nice to bring you a bit of an Everton game. Someone with a bit, these top teams, of course I'm bringing you all the top teams now, but we'll see how things go. Nipan wants to go out on loan to get more first-team football, but I think for now he's going to actually play quite a few games. So if we go to our tactical meeting, we'll go cautious in this one. I'm not really too confident just yet. Nipan out on the left-hand side. We're going to put Hutchinson on this right-hand side. Van der Beek and James in the middle. Jordan James looking a bit worse for wear, so we can bring on Park Sung-ho. Amari Hutchinson on this right-hand side, he's not looking too great, so we're going to bring in Roberto Lopez to play out on that wide area. So we'll submit the team, we'll get into the game, when we'll make sure that we bring our best team to Liverpool. They've got a pretty good side, have Liverpool. Their front 4 is recognisable, their back 4 not so much. But for us, you can see here, 3 wins in our last 5 games, 2 losses. We're sitting in 10th. We're currently sitting in 10th on 24 points. I was hoping to be on 31 points. Well, 21 points. I said 31 at the end of last episode. I was hoping to be on 21 points. I'm on 24, so we're only 16 points away. We're 5 wins away from actually getting that magical 40 number. So if you look at their side, Darwin Núñez up front with Diego Jota, Salah on the right, Curtis Jones on the left. We've got Gravenberch and Bajcetic, I think that's how you pronounce it. Bajcetic. Joe Gomez I recognise, but Debast, Pavlovic and Hartman I have absolutely zero idea about. I don't know who they are. I don't know if they're any good or anything. Mohamed Salah stands over a free kick. He whips one in. Cavallina's there though. Off the post. It looks like that came off. But for now, we're doing all right. We're hanging in there. But let's have a look at these lads. Pavlovic looks all right. Looks pretty, actually. Looks pretty decent, I've got to admit. 15 heading. Good tackling, good marking, good positioning. In fact, he looks like a solid centre-back. 6'4". Very good player. Hartman, again, wow. Hartman, this is like the new look Liverpool. He looks really good. Zibast, is that Debast? 22 years of age. This is a really young side. I quite like it, I've got to admit. It's a really good side, this one. 42 minutes in. There's not been much action. There's been 5 shots, 6 shots, call it. 0.53 XG. I think we're doing all right. We're in position, we're all right. You could do a little bit better. Let's just keep going. But let's just demand a little bit more from the lads. 62 minutes now, and we've lost the ball yet again. Debast. We probably should be making a few substitutes here because everyone looks knackered. Becker, Allison's on it now. Into Hartman. Curtis Jones on the ball. Carvalho. They seem to have dropped Curtis Jones a little bit deeper now. He's playing in like this 2 at the midfield. But they're playing it around nicely at the moment, Liverpool. Looking a bit risky. Can they cut the lines though? That's the question. Carvalho on the ball now. He definitely can cut the line. Gakpo's through on goal. And it goes wide. That was lucky there to avoid that one. Cameron Archer's going to come off. We're going to bring Matteo Joseph on just because he looks very, very tired. Ethan Laird's going to come off. We're going to bring on Chris Smalling or Mike Smalling. Joe Worrell probably should come off as well, but we've got absolutely no one to replace him. Dennis Churkin's going to come off to sit in that role. And then Jurasek can come on to play on that left-back role. João Gomez looking a bit tired, and he's not had a fantastic game. So we'll bring in Paik Sung-ho. Nipan's not had a fantastic game, so let's take him off. Let's put on Mari Hutchinson on this left-hand side. Let's just demand a little bit more from the lads. 67 minutes in. I reckon we could get a little bit more out of this game. Churkin, again, looking a bit worse for wear in his centre-back role. I know Smalling probably hasn't got the pace to play out wide, but I think if I put him on inverted full-back support, that might be the one, actually. Inverted full-back, sorry, defend. That might be the one. Jurasek picks the ball up. He does a back heel into Paik Sung-ho. Paik Sung-ho gets it taken off him. Bishtek into Gakpo, and that is an absolute error. That's a calamity, but was he offside, Gakpo? That's the question. He might have been fractionally offside, and we're hoping he is. If we can get another draw here, it's awarded. It's awarded. If we could have got another draw here against a big side, I'd be incredibly impressed. But Doak just tries to whip one in, hits the man. Cavallina gets a hand to it as well, but Gakpo's header just goes by him. Can't really force it wide. How close was it, this offside? Bishtek, yeah, he's on by a mile. He's on by a country mile. So let's just carry on. Let's go a bit more positive now then, shall we? Let's encourage the lads. Let's see if we can get a bit more out of this game, if we can go forward and try and be a bit more positive. Opposition instructions, let's just amend them just to see if we can suit it. But let's see if we can try and bring the game a little bit to Liverpool. If we can try and get anything from this now, it'd be a miracle. 4 minutes remaining. It's going to be another highlight, a 1-0 loss. I think I'll take that for now. The thing is, the positive ones are we've not had that many slaps or big games where we've lost mass amounts. Like we lost to Tottenham, who are flying. We lost to United by just an unbelievable game of football that, I mean, you can't really question. They've done really well to beat us there, Manchester United. But in games like that where you think, oh, we're going to get steamrolled, we're going to get absolutely flattened, we've done all right. We've actually done all right. So for me, I think, to be honest with you, I'm not really too worried about where we're going to end up. Bournemouth, we've got, I'll show you the next few games that we're going to be playing. If you look at this now, we've got the likes of, Bournemouth, we've got Leicester away and Ipswich away, which will be 2 games that I'd like to try and get as many points out of as we can. Southampton currently sitting bottom of the league. Neymar's out with a hip injury, so he can't come to their saving grace. But he's actually banned for one international match, but he's also receiving quite a heavy amount of treatment for 7 to 10 weeks. I would love to bring him in. I'll be honest with you, I would absolutely love it. Let's say that I'm interested. He wouldn't improve their standing in the Premier Division. Well, I mean, Southampton are last, mate, so you've gone there for goodness sake. But this is where I want to try and get as many points as I can. The Bournemouth game, Leicester, Ipswich, Southampton, Everton, Forest, Burnley, and then Brighton would be ideal. Up until about the international break would be ideal. So I'm going to play these games through January. We're going to do some January transfers, and I'll bring you Everton, where we'll see how we fared in them. You know, bringing some players in. I'd like to see if we can shift some players out. There's some players here, like our defence. I'm very happy I'd sort of invested in the defence. We've got Araujo in, we've got Churkin in, we got Smalling. Oh no, we got him last season. No, we got him this season. Smalling in this season, who's been very, very good for us. I mean, I'm very happy I invested in them rather than investing in, these attacking players as much, because it's nice to get Nipan. Cameron Archer was a big buy. João Gomes was a good big buy, but instead I've gone big on like your Churkin, your Araujo, your Cavallina, really just sorted out the defence straight away. And then we had some luxury players that could bring in, like your João Gomez's, like your Cameron Archers, who, I mean, he could have been better. 18 games, 5 goals. I don't think we were expecting much more, because for Sheffield United, he didn't really do much more, but he's been all right for us. I mean, English talent, I mean, you look at the work rate is 15. That's really what you want as well, isn't it? If we maybe partner in with someone up front, maybe you get a 4-2-2-2 going, that'd be nice in the future, because we have someone to like bounce off. We can get really tall striker, that'd be ace. But I'm going to try and go a bit of a different direction going forwards. I'm going to try and get as many English players in as I can. That's the main goal. English, aggressive, high work rate, physical players. That's the aim now. We're going to try and bolster this side with English talent, really bring it through. Joe Bellingham would be a great signing to bring him back to the COP. Try and get him in there. Try and get him shifted into like that substitute striker role. Or maybe even put him next to Cameron Archer. Who knows? But it'd be fantastic to get like a target man up front. Be a bit more direct going down the wings. Bit of wing play, a 4-4-2 potentially. That'd be fantastic. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, and actually a shout out, because of late I've really been struggling with this YouTube stuff. It's been hard to try and get videos out. I've been wanting to do different things, but you never find the time. You never really find the encouragement. It's hard to keep yourself motivated. But I got a message today. It was from Jalal Effendi. Now, I've not replied to it yet. I've just, it sort of hit me whilst I was at work. Hey man, I would drop it to say well done. I know a lot of effort and time goes into making content. Your videos are really good. Just watch the entire Dortmund series and the Birmingham one. Your views are really not nearly as much as it should be, and we'll get there. Keep it up, bro. So that is, honestly, the community that I want to start building. I put everything into these type of videos, and I really, really like the fact that we're building this community. We're building series that people are invested in, and that's what I want to be doing. Like my FM saves in the past, my glory hunters, they've not really been something that, when I look back, you could get invested into. Teams like this, your Dortmunds, your Birminghams, like Birmingham at the moment, building that side up, really investing in it. Same with your Dortmund, building that side up, really invested in it. It was fantastic to watch, and it was, the similar paths really. Dortmund not really won much in the last few years, trying to get them back to their old ways like they were. It's fantastic to see that we got them back on track. And then the same again with Birmingham, not who they were in the past, getting them back on track, helping the financial issues. It's been fantastic. So just a shout out to Jalal Effendi there. I really, really appreciate it, mate. Honestly, it really made my day, and it's provided me a bit of motivation to keep going. So thank you guys for watching. As ever, I hope you're all well, and I'll catch you in the next one. From me, Alex, have a great day. Ciao.